Let's adding resources. When we select an activity, which has at least one task, we'll see that it has a gray box. We can drag and drop resources here. But, where are the resources? We can open the resources area by clicking on the paperclip button. Resources are divided in several categories. Files, which include text files, pictures, PDF files, and others. Online apps, which include online educational applications as edPuzzle, Padlet, etc. We can access these applications by clicking on the icons and a new window will be opened with the web page of the corresponding resource. Physical resources as books, electronics, laboratory artifacts, among others. Resources for communication, email, forums, or applications for communication, Slack, WhatsApp, etc. Social resources which include the most known social networks as Facebook, Twitter, among others. And massive open online courses, oops. Remember that it's a prototype, this tab is still under development. You'll be able to add massive open online courses very soon. Now that we know the different types of resources, we can drag and drop a resource to our activity task. We'll select a PowerPoint and we'll drag and drop it to the first task. Note that a new pop-up window appeared, which will allow us to edit the resource. We can write a title for the resource, a description. Then, we can select the host medium type. The type of medium that will host our resource to be delivered to the students. We can select among LMS, local storage, MOOC platform, web, physical artifact, or cloud storage. If we don't know which option to choose, we can select miscellaneous. In our example, the PowerPoint will be placed on the LMS of the course, which will be a Moodle site. So, as medium's name, we'll write Moodle. Note that we can select the target of our resource, introducing an URL or uploading a file. In our case, we've finished. So, we'll close the pop-up window. Remember that the information is automatically saved. We can see that a PowerPoint icon has been added to our task. We can click on it if we want to edit the resource. If we drag and drop the resource inside a resources box, it will be created a new resource of the same type, or we can select to do a copy of the same resource. This is very useful for when we plan to use the same resource in different tasks or activities. Also, it's possible to delete a resource by dragging and dropping it to the bin icon. Attention! Note that a new layer has appeared on the timeline. It corresponds to the hosting medium of our resource, the Moodle. And notice that a PowerPoint icon has appeared on this layer below to the activity which we are editing. This allows us to visualize the alignment of the activities with their resources and their hosting requirements. Let's create a second resource for the second task. We'll create a Lucidchart resource, as the students must create a concept map during the second task. Oops! We haven't found the resource on the Apps tab. In these cases, note that at the end of each category tab, there is another resource which allows us to create a resource of the type we want, when we don't find it on the existing list. So, we'll select Other Apps and we'll put as a name of the resource Lucidchart. The hosting medium will be the web, and we'll write the URL of the resource on the corresponding text field. Notice that the timeline has a new layer corresponding to the hosting medium web, which contains our new resource. In our design, it's easy to edit the two resources by clicking on them in the Activity Edition area. But, when we have a long list of activities and resources, it's easier to find them using the folder button below the clip icon. When we click on it, a Resources Edition pop-up window appears. Here, we can select any created resource and we can edit it, without need to search it in the activities. That's all. Watch the next video to learn about using Design Analytics.